From across the nation and around the world, for Pacifica Headlines, I'm Jesse Lent.
On this vote, the yeas are 215 and the nays are 208. The concurrent resolution is adopted.
A war powers resolution that would halt the U.S. military action against Iran, defying President Donald Trump, passes in the House yesterday for the first time as 4 Republicans voted with Democrats to end the over 3-month-long conflict. According to the AP, Speaker of the House Mike Johnson had tried to prevent an outcome that would reveal the mounting opposition to the war, abruptly shutting down action on the floor 2 weeks ago when the resolution was on the verge of approval. But displeasure has only grown as the conflict drags on and as the president's peace negotiations have dragged on for weeks. On Monday, President Trump told USA Today that the negotiations have, quote, started to get very boring and said he, quote, couldn't care less if the talks are over. Enough is enough, Congressman Gregory Meeks of New York, the top Democrat on the House Foreign Affairs Committee who led the effort, said yesterday. It is time for the president to do the right thing. The people are tired of suffering because of his war of choice, suffering at the gas pump, suffering at the supermarkets. The War Powers resolution now goes to the Senate, where 4 Republican senators joined Democrats last month in advancing a similar measure to curtail U.S. military actions against Iran. The Senate has yet to take a final vote to approve or reject its own War Powers resolution.
We actually spoke with Hezbollah for the first time ever. We didn't know they spoke. And they agreed. Yesterday, they're not going to shoot. Israel's not going to shoot. We're just going to see.
President Trump responding to a question from Caitlin Collins of CNN in an Oval Office press conference yesterday. Footage courtesy of Al Jazeera. The news organization reports that several people have been wounded in an Israeli drone attack on a vehicle, which took place after officials from Israel and Lebanon agreed to halt the war during a series of meetings yesterday in Washington. Lebanon's national news agency reports that an Israeli drone strike on a motorbike killed 1 person and wounded another. The Israeli military, in a warning to residents of South Lebanon, said it was continuing to target Hezbollah facilities despite the ceasefire. Before the truce agreement, Hezbollah representatives say the group launched a, quote, salvo of rockets at Israeli soldiers in southern Lebanon's Al-Qantara municipality and fired drones at troops near Beaufort Castle, an over 800-year-old strategic outpost currently occupied by Israeli forces. A mother in the northern Israeli town of Malat Tarshiha told Reuters yesterday that she hopes the ceasefire holds.
We hope that it will be a real ceasefire this time and we won't have to experience all the alarms, booms, missiles and everything that we had with the deceptions overhead and having to take the kids out of school and all that. We hope we really have quiet this time. The children need this routine.
According to the latest figures from the Lebanese Health Ministry, more than 3,433 people have been killed and 10,269 others wounded in Israeli attacks across the country since March 2nd. Israel says 25 of its soldiers and 4 Israeli civilians have been killed over the same period on both sides of the border, according to the BBC. As the U.S. and Israel's war on Iran enters its 97th day. Al Jazeera reports that at least 11 people have been killed and 32 wounded in Gaza over the past 24 hours as Israel's military ramps up attacks across the Palestinian enclave. In a daily report, the Palestinian Health Ministry said ambulance and civil defense crews remain unable to reach a number of victims still trapped under rubble or lying injured on roadsides. At least 72,941 Palestinians have been killed since Israel began attacking Gaza on October 7, 2023, following a Hamas terror attack that reportedly killed more than 1,200 Israelis and foreign nationals. The UN has labeled Israel's attacks on Gaza since then a genocide. 8 years after President Trump's forcible border separations came to an official halt following global outrage, an investigation by the AP has found that the government has re-separated dozens of children from their families, despite a landmark legal settlement meant to keep them together. Immigration officials conducting interior arrests deported people even after discovering they were legally off limits for removal, according to emails obtained by the AP. Those are the latest Pacifica headlines for the Pacifica Network. I'm Jesse Lent.